Do you try and run it more, or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Got a man, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Okay, ready? So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now back to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a 1st drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Let's take it at around the 40. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 19. Back to throw now on 1st down. This one to Slayton over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Complete to Darius Slayton. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Ready. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Let's go. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Mevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Packers hit 10 and 4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Rodgers.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this. The 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
From the 24, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are once again back in front.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Hey, check,
Barkley inside handoff, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They're going to look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 58. No ball.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
Come on, set. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, you block over here. Back north.
Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Waters. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 29, Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On first down, it's Gore. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 16, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one goes for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just...
They're going for Herbert, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
This is intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Waters. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
A spin.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown! Christian Watson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Okay, ready? Fight.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here we go.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
22 meters.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo. And they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Up the middle with Barkley. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree,